Beautiful afternoon in Columbia for the USC Spring Game at Williams-Brice Stadium. For the record, it was the black team winning 14-13. Michael Scarnecchia leading a 2-minute drive to the winning touchdown with a short pass, 2 yards to Terry Guger for the winning touchdown. Elliott Fry the winning point with the extra point. But, of course, the outcome of the game, not consequential. What's important about spring games, not getting anyone hurt, and also seeing some new faces emerge. And I think we had that here at South Carolina this afternoon. First of all, no major injuries in the game, and then a lot of new names popping up, including Michael Scarnecchia. The fans got their first real opportunity to see him, and he threw the ball well. Of course, the big question mark coming into the game, how would Connor Mitch look? And I thought he looked pretty good. I thought Mitch threw the ball with a lot of confidence and seemed to kind of know where he wanted to throw the football. And then Perry Orth, though he did have a couple of interceptions by Jasper Sasser, he also had some nice balls down the field. So throwing the football did not appear to be a problem. Now, you got to understand they were facing a vanilla defense, playing very simple coverage, no contact with the quarterback, things of that nature. So it was a little bit more of a relaxed approach from that standpoint. But fundamentally speaking, in putting the ball on the money more often than not, that was a positive for the Gamecock quarterbacks. As far as their individual numbers, Mitch was 10 of 16 for 183 yards and 1 touchdown. Scarnecchia, 12 of 19, 191 yards and 1 touchdown. And Orth, 9 of 15, 100 yards, 1 interception for one of the teams, and then he was 2 for 4 with that second interception, 37 yards for the other team. Also impressed by some of the new receivers you're going to see. Casey Crosby really caught my eye, caught some down-the-field passes, ended up with 4 receptions on the day. Very athletic tight end. I think he's got a chance to be a good one at South Carolina. Deebo Samuels is going to be a really good receiver as well. He showed what he could do with a few catches this afternoon. Terry Guger, another big-bodied wide receiver. He looked good catching the ball a couple of times. We didn't get a chance to see much from the running game because they didn't run the ball all that much. That was not emphasized in the game. David Williams did have one nice run. Brandon Wilds, I don't think he actually played much at all. He had a couple of carries, so didn't get to see much out of him. Again, the running game wasn't all that emphasized. And defensively, again, because they were playing under restrictions and things of that nature, really hard to tell truly about the defense. But I did think the tackling was better and cleaner. Seemed like when there were situations for one-on-one tackling, the tackle was made. So I think that's a positive. And John Hoke said afterwards that he feels like they've made progress with the defense this spring. They still have a bunch more to put in when they get into August camp, and he feels like the defense will be moving forward from there. But I thought for the most part the defense looked good from the standpoint of fundamentals and tackling. You can tell that Marquavius Lewis coming off the edge can be a very good pass rusher, for example. On the Gamecock offensive line, of course, they were only playing with 6 offensive linemen, so it was really hard to get a great feel for that. But I thought that Donnell Stanley and L.J. Park, seeing their extensive actions for the first time, held up pretty well. And I think that's something they can build on with a couple of young guys there. Outside of that, it was just a pretty blasé kind of spring game. Nothing spectacular at all, except for the celebrity touchdown pass, and that came very early in the game. I think it was in like the second or third play, and Connor Mitch threw a 22-yard pass to Darius Rutger, who snuck in the backside of the end zone and caught the ball. The pressure is all on the receiver in the celebrity touchdown toss, and he came through like a winner, snagging the ball in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. So South Carolina wraps up spring ball. I think the Gamecocks feel pretty good about themselves coming out of the spring, considering how last season ended for them. Well, the bowl game certainly was a positive to the end of the season, but prior to that, the way things kind of got away from them during the season. But I feel like they have got a spring behind them now that they can build on and feel good about going into their summer workouts and then into fall camp. And so we'll see how much the Gamecocks improve from this point moving forward. Feel free to share your thoughts on the spring game. here on our website, sportstalksc.com. And, of course, Monday nights, we'll be talking all about it on Sports Talk from 6 till 8. We'll see you then. Have a good weekend.